This is my 2012 cross-country tour. I've had it for about a year, and it is pretty much bone stock, so I decided I wanted to have a little fun with it and make a few mods. So I'm going to upgrade the air filter to a high flow air filter. I'm going to have the exhaust redone, and I'm going to get it retuned professionally when it's all said and done. So this is not going to be a bolt-by-bolt video showing everything being taken apart and all the work and all the details on what you have to do. I'll try to put the video on a hyperloop so you can kind of see what's going on, but it's basically going to be a before and after video. I'm going to show some riding before and after, 0 to 60, stuff like that. So stay with me till the end, and I'll give you some details on what parts I used and a very unscientific version of results. All right, it's been a couple weeks and we finally got some parts in. So we got the high flow air filter and we got the mufflers redone and they have arrived. So you can see the end is quite a bit different. So why don't you say we get these things installed?
Well, and just like that, I'm done. Actually, it took a little longer than I thought. So if it's kind of hard to see on the time warp what all is happening, apologize for that, but there's a lot of videos out there that show how to do this step by step. Toward the end, I don't know if you noticed, I got to putting the saddlebag back on. I noticed I hadn't put in or tightened the bolt that holds the bag guards on. It was still sticking out, so I had to go back and tighten that one up. Otherwise, everything went pretty smooth. That was my first time taking the tank off of this bike, so I'd watched several videos on how to do that and just dove into it, and it really wasn't that bad. I used the method that witch doctors showed, where you do not disconnect the fuel line from the fuel pump. You disconnect the fuel line from the throttle body on the side, and that seemed to work pretty well. It did spill quite a bit of gas, so thankfully I had a rag sitting there, as was recommended, because it did dump quite a bit of fuel there, and so my garage smells pretty bad right now. But everything's done, everything looks tight. I'm happy with it. It did fire up and sounded pretty good. Next thing is getting the full tune done, and then we'll be on to doing the results tests, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so after riding for a few days, I think it definitely spools up a little faster, and it runs both smoother and a little cooler. I love the sound that it makes. It has a pretty nice growl when you open the throttle, and then it smooths out and it's nice and low and mellow when you're cruising. So all in all, I think everything's really good, and I'm very pleased with how everything turned out. I want to give a couple shout outs. The Lloydz air filter I got from victoryonly.com, and they seem to have the best price in shipping that I found anyway. Dave Sanders, he's the one that redid the mufflers for me. He's also known as the Ragin Cajun down in Louisiana. And I did the low and throaty treatment that he does. You can talk to him and ask him about what he has available. He has all kinds of choices, and he'll talk to you and interview you a little bit, find out how you ride, what you like, and he'll make something custom for you. And then finally, the remote tune was a remote Maximus tune that was done by NOEMTZ. He is down in Texas, and that experience was fantastic. He sends everything you need. His instructions are great. He will talk you through on the phone with any questions you have as you hook everything up correctly. He sends you out for rides and tells you what to do. It's just very good. Noe's a great guy. He really did well, and I love the tune. Finally, my last plug is, if you are not already aware, go to thevog.net. That is a very large forum or discussion group style site, and anything and everything you could ever possibly want to know, you can find it there. I will warn you, the more you read, the more ideas you get, and the more money you're going to spend on your bike. It's just the way it happens, but you're going to love the results, and you can find all kinds of tips, maintenance ideas, instructions. You can find arguments, you can find agreements. It's a lot of fun. So definitely go check out thevog.net. I'll put all the links down below in the description so you can find what you need there. And that's it. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and happy riding.